It's Vegas, baby. Welcome to Drunkcember Day 8. My name's Kenneth, and today we're hopping back on over to try out some beers local to Las Vegas. Vegas has a ton of great breweries. You never have to take a gamble on any of them when it comes to quality. Also, to show some support for local breweries, I'm giving away a $25 gift card to your favorite local brewery of choice. Just stick around to the end of the video to find out how to enter. Tonight we're trying 3 more beers straight from the 702. Our first beer comes from Lovelady Brewing Company. They opened their taproom up in 2016 out in Henderson, Nevada, and have been brewing great beers ever since. First up tonight is State of Change Evolving IPA from Lovelady Brewing Company. This is a West Coast IPA with 6.9% ABV and 65 IBUs. In this ever-changing world of IPAs, Lovelady Brewing Company has decided to give the customer what they want: variety. Each batch of State of Change IPA will have a different hop and malt profile. Look for the date code on the bottom of the can for a hint of style and hops used. You can go to our website to find a complete listing and description of every batch of State of Change IPA. We're excited to experiment with new hops and malts. We hope that you'll be excited too. So we've got a good amount of head on this one, a real deep golden color. Doesn't smell too overpowering, but you can definitely smell those hops in there. So let's dive in and see how this goes. Cheers. So first impressions of this one are really, really good. Super smooth, a lot of flavor, a little bit sweeter than what I would normally expect from an IPA, but that's probably from how Lovelady mixes up the batch from batch to batch. I'll have to go to the website and see what the flavor profile specifically for this one is, and if I can find it, I'll throw it down in the description below. I'm looking forward to finishing this one out. We'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so just finished this one up. This is insanely smooth, a ton of flavor, a great finish, and really not that bitter, even given that it's 65 IBUs, which brings me back to the whole, I think the IBU scale is definitely a subjective thing over anything else. Really, I could see this being a crusher with how smooth it is, and that might just be the batch specific to this one, but I could see myself throwing these back over and over. We're going to go ahead and give State of Change Evolving IPA from Lovelady Brewing a solid 8 out of 10 tonight. A ton of great flavor, great smells, not too bitter. I'd really like to see what other batches of this taste like, and hopefully that score stays consistent. Cool, so we're 1 beer down. Let's head to the fridge and see what's coming up next. So beer 2 of the night comes from Big Dog Brewing Company. Big Dogs has been brewing since 1993 and opened their current location on the north side of Las Vegas in 2003. I can say without a doubt this is the first brewery I ever went to before I even knew what breweries were. They had amazing food. My family and I would go there a ton when I was younger. Next up, we're going to be trying the Underbite IPA from Big Dogs Brewing. This is a double IPA clocking at 8.7 ABV. A little bit about Underbite. Hop-dominant West Coast IPA. Is there malt in this beer? This is a bitter beer. The Chinook hops are the superstar of this IPA, complemented by a fair amount of Amarillo and Citra. The beer has a very dry finish that makes you want to take another sip until the glass is empty. So we've got a good amount of head, a good bit of little bubbles in there. This is definitely a more transparent, deeper kind of golden amber color. Big Dogs is promising a lot of bite, a lot of hops with this one. So let's go ahead and jump in and see how it goes. Cheers. Ooh, they weren't kidding when they said that was bitter. It had a real kick to it. I should have taken that warning a little bit more to heart. Not in a bad way, just a great amount of flavor. Caught me off guard a little bit, so I'm really excited to see how this treats us the rest of the way down. See you guys in a second. Just finished up the Underbite, and this is a puppy that just don't quit. I'll be honest, this one took me a little bit longer to put down than most beers, and it was just bitter all the way through, hit you in the face again and again and again, all the way through the glass in the best possible ways. I'd really like to see if Big Dog could step it up even further and make it more bitter, more hoppy, and just see what they can come up with, because they're doing a good job here. We're gonna go ahead and give Underbite IPA from Big Dog Brewing a 7 out of 10 tonight. Not because it's a bad beer, it's just a little bit more bitter than I usually prefer. I wouldn't shy away from this if somebody gave it to me, but I wouldn't go out and look for it. Like I said, I'd be very excited to see what else they could do bitterness-wise, but it's not gonna be a go-to choice for me. If you like beers that pack a punch, I definitely recommend checking this one out though. All right, that puts us at 2 beers tonight. We got 1 left to go. Let's raid the fridge and see what's next. Our last beer of the night comes from Able Baker Brewing Company. I believe they've been around since 2019, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me. They're a duck-themed brewery in downtown Las Vegas, and they've really been making a splash in the local beer scene. Get it? Ducks, splash. Ducks, go splash. No? Okay. Our last beer for the night is the Atomic Duck IPA from Able Baker. This beer comes in at 7% ABV and 88 IBUs. The legend of the Atomic Duck. Legend has it that a duck was the only animal to survive the atomic tests conducted at the Nevada test site. That duck bested the blast, wandered off, and waddled into history, becoming forever known as the Atomic Duck. Strong hop character backed up by a mild but noticeable malt backbone. Dry hopped with a creative blend of hops designed to yield notes of citrus, tropical fruit, and pine. This beer is named after our mascot and brand ambassador, the Atomic Duck, and his mythology is the inspiration for this ale. So this beer definitely has the most backstory of anything we've covered so far, so let's crack it open and see what it has to offer. So not a whole lot of head with this one, a good little bit amount of bubbles floating up in there. It's got a really rich, bright gold color. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what it has to offer. Cheers. First impressions on the Atomic Duck, really smooth, strong flavor, not too hoppy. You definitely taste that citra in there, especially on the back end towards the finish. I think we're in for a real treat with this one. See you guys in a second. So we just finished up the Atomic Duck IPA from Able Baker. This is a really smooth beer all the way through to the bottom of the glass. Able Baker went out with one purpose, one mission, and that was to make a really good IPA, and that's what they did. This is simplicity in its best form, nothing too crazy going on, very much a beer that you could drink over and over again without losing any kind of novelty that might come with it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give the Atomic Duck IPA from Able Baker a solid 7.5 out of 10 tonight. This is a really good beer, a lot of flavor, really smooth all the way through the glass. This is definitely something to consider keeping in your fridge, keep it stocked, a very good end of the day kind of beer. Tonight we went on a little tour of Vegas and tried 3 great beers from 3 fantastic breweries. We started off with the State of Change Evolving IPA from Lovelady. We moved on over to the Underbite IPA from Big Dog Brewing, and we rounded it out with the Atomic Duck IPA from Able Baker. It's giveaway time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm always preaching to drink local and support your local breweries, and I want to help you make that happen. Tonight I'm giving away a $25 gift card, and all you have to do is hit like on this video and tell me what your favorite local brewery is to your area down in the comments below. And while you're down there, think about hitting that subscribe button to get great videos like this moving forward. Alright, so that's a wrap on tonight. I really appreciate all of you coming out and checking out these videos and going on this journey with me as we try some great new beers. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, we'll be moving Drunkcember over to Twitch for a live stream. Please feel free to check that out, but we will be back here with another video on Thursday with our first special guest. Again, all of the social media links are down in the comments below. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and help out a small channel like this. And also, don't forget to enter that giveaway. Have a great evening and stay thirsty. Cheers.